Hello everyone, most reliable news source here, and today we're going to talk about a lovely little pandemic that's pretty global by this point, and I'm obviously referring to gym rats. Yeah, you probably thought I was talking about something else. Hush. So before I get into this, there are plenty of benefits to working out, right? It improves your general health, right? It helps with your energy, it helps with your mental health, and it promotes a lot of other good habits in your lifestyle. Like right after you work out, you're more inclined to eat something healthier, not a Reuben sandwich or something like that. So first, we're going to talk about what. What do they do? Basically, they these are the people who post pictures of their working out or intent to work out on various social media. I see it a lot on Instagram, not really on Snapchat. Most of the time, I kind of just ignore that app altogether. And then they'll put a caption that's something like, let's get this, or, goals, or something else that's pretty cancerous and hackneyed expression. And then sometimes they'll follow up this post with something about their recovery, whether it's a food or a drink, and then they'll just take a picture of it instead of actually eating it. And then they'll, essentially post it with the assumption that it's something that they deserved because of the stuff that they did, as opposed to, just consuming because they're hungry. So who are these people? Who does this atrocious act? Pretty much just like whores. People who are only in it for likes. They'll just post a bunch of random garbage out there in hopes that people will give them some clout. And unfortunately, most people actually do it. Most people who work out. So your friends and family, I know people, in my friend group and family members who do this, and it's pretty cringy, and I hate looking at it. It's kind of like, having a loved one who has like Alzheimer's or something like that. You don't want to really address it, but it's like, do I support them? Do I kind of just let them do their own thing? But yeah, it's pretty hard to watch either way. And yeah, so most people who work out do this thing. Now, why do they do it? Now, it could be, technically, to track their progress, right? Is that really why they're doing it? No. Like 99% of the time, it's because they're doing it for attention. That's what a lot of people do on, the internet in general. They just do the stuff that they do because they want attention. They want to blow up. They want to get that clout. Clout and flexing. I wrote it right here. I just wrote synonymous with plague and disease. So if that gives you any indication of my opinions on clout and flexing in general. There are some exceptions, and this is like the defense for kind of thing. So, when I do it, cause yeah, I have done it, right? You check my Insta or whatever, you'll see an ironic post about it, right? Some people do it ironically, right? They'll take a picture, and sometimes to show that it's irony, they'll take a follow-up picture where they put the weight down or whatever they were working with, and then they clearly have no intention of actually working out. So that's for comedy purposes, right? To make fun of the gym rats. But it can also be for progress tracking. Now, personally, I want to see what I look like before I start the process of really trying to like bulk up and all that stuff, right? So by having that comparison, it can help boost your self-esteem or motivate you to do better. And it's also a way that you can try to motivate others to, I guess you could say, keep up. Because I'm pretty anemic, but I want to help try to motivate others to do what I'm trying to do, which is work out regularly. When you get into the groove of doing it, it really improves your mood and all sorts of other aspects of your life. So, highly recommended. I have some workouts if you wanted to try them out. They're designed for an old woman with osteoporosis, so if you can't do them, well, I'll help encourage you, I guess. Now we have my favorite part, the defense against it, because I am pretty much against, posting any workout related things, or, just being all like, oh, look at me, I'm wearing a muscle tank. And then just, trying to pose as some sort of alpha Chad, trying to like play it cool, not smiling in the picture or anything like that. Just having a straight face, maybe have the camera kind of blocking my face or something like that, or be an absolute coward and just put a mask on. I have a tendency of doing the latter. Essentially, the argument against posting any pictures like this, even if it is for good intentions, it basically contributes nothing. Not many people are actually going to look at these and then be all like, oh, I should work out. It's not very likely that anyone's going to actually respond positively to these pictures. Maybe you're just trying to improve your own image so that you can find a suitable mate. Very good. Nice. For everyone else who's not interested, they don't really like it. As it turns out, fun fact, people don't like when people just like show off and contribute nothing. And a lot of the times it can come off as pandering, or being desperate for attention, which is really sad, because you're basically on your knees trying to beg the internet for likes and clout, which is a really sad existence. But people do it. That's their hustle. Oh well. It's not a good hustle. It's not an honorable hustle, but they do what they do. I do what I do. And at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot I can do about it, and they can do about me. So, and then another argument against, and this is a more popular one given all the movements and fat phobia, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Some people would say it discourages others, actually, with this whole concept of body shaming, which I try to avoid when it comes to my workouts, by using some sort of like self-deprecating humor or something like that, or just saying, I've already made some progress, so I was very unfit before starting. It doesn't matter what fitness level you are, it's better that you start sometime than never, because you're not going to get anything out of it if you never do it. So it's really important, if you're trying to post stuff like this, to encourage others to do the same, if it is a healthy lifestyle choice. If it's a lifestyle choice where you're like, look at all the money and drugs and hoes I got, you're not really encouraging, you're contributing nothing. You're just flexing because you're kind of empty on the inside or something like that. It's pretty sad. I referenced this earlier, but some people don't actually do the workout, but give the illusions that they can get the brownie points. Most of the time, this is like, it'll be ironic, so you can obviously tell that they are not going to work out. They don't have the intention to do so. They just want to pose with a weight or something like that. And let's do a little bit of thinking, right? So someone posts a picture online where they're facing a mirror and they have a weight in one hand and the camera in the other. Realistically, what exercise are they performing at that time? Because it's a very, very, very common picture that I see. They'll have a weight in one hand and a camera in the other. Now, I'm not going to say, the camera is, part of the exercise. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what exercise are they doing with one arm that involves a weight? Well, you're pretty much limited to maybe a bicep curl, maybe a hammer curl. Maybe you're doing one of these kind of thing, like a pseudo skull crusher kind of thing. But basically, what I'm getting at is, why is it when people post these pictures, 90% of the time it's some sort of arm workout, because that's the easiest way to take a picture. When you're doing a leg workout, it's a lot harder to take a picture now, wouldn't it be? Because most of the leg workouts, maybe you have a squat, maybe take a picture like that, but then, a lot of people are probably going to be tempted to, show off a little bit of that. You get the gist when I'm turning my body. They're trying to show that off, right? Or maybe they're on some sort of equipment where you're pushing something that's very heavy away from your body. I can't actually remember what the name of that equipment's called, but when it comes to resistance training, It's more than just dumbbells, and it's more than just arm day. If you only do arm day, well, let's just say that these people who post these pictures actually only ever do arm day, and they only do those exercises. Certainly within a few months you'd see something, right? Some sort of difference. Is it perhaps that they're posting these because they want to give the appearance that they're working out, because they want the brownie points, they want the likes on their picture? Yeah, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Conspiracy theory? That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. Fun fact, I'm actually a personal trainer in training. I'm trying to get my certification right now. I'm like not like a third of the way through the certification program, and then I take the exam, and then I get my certification to be a CPT. I am currently not certified, but I will have workout videos on my channel. But having a CPT certification will definitely boost my credibility when it comes to designing these workouts. But I have been implementing a lot of what I've been learning along the way in my new workouts, because I want people to actually get something out of it, maybe learn something new. The main reason why I occasionally will post, one of those workout videos, I do maybe about 7 workout videos a month or something like that. Or maybe I'll take a picture and be all like, just finished developing a workout. Hope you guys enjoy it if you try it out. Something like that. It's more to work up my image from a business point of view. It's not because I'm trying to show off, be all like, look at my muscles, because I look pretty anemic, right? But I want people to feel encouraged to do these exercises, right? And it may sound kind of bad, right? But you look at me and then you're all like, wow, that's kind of sad. I want to see and kind of track along with the progress with this person by doing it with them or something like that. So that you're there for the whole journey of bodybuilding. I also just want to show off the benefits of working out when it comes to these videos and the posts that I put online. Because it's a healthy lifestyle change that not many people are willing to do. They say, oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have this, that, or the other. But anyone can do it, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. As long as you do at least like 10 minutes a day or something like that. Maybe you do 20 minutes a day and you do it like 5 times a week or something like that. That time will add up throughout the week. I have a really short cardio booster. Even just doing something like that, you will see some of the health benefits if you just do even like the minimum. So even though, you should strive to do more than just the minimum, if that's all you can do because of limitations for your schedule or anything else, that's fine. I mean, people do work at their own pace. People have varying levels of ability. So I try to keep that in mind when it comes to the workouts that I design with my mom, because, try to avoid any high-risk activities, anything that puts excessive strain on the joints, because when I was doing all these workouts that I found on YouTube, all these HIIT workouts and whatnot, and don't worry, this is, slightly tangential, but it is related to gym rats and gym rat culture. When I would watch these videos, maybe they're all pumped up and all that stuff, but then you do the actual workout and you're like, well, I'm not getting out of it what I want to get out of it. When I'm done with a workout, I want to be sore. I want to be sore. I want to barely be able to like do a whole lot with my body at that point. So for arm day, if I'm still like picking up objects that are, of relatively decent weight and, doing all this stuff, and maybe I can even do some more push-ups or something like that, I did not get enough out of my arm day. So I want to do even more. It's also important to have rest days though. And unfortunately, a lot of these workout videos do not put emphasis on those rest days. Those rest days are probably just as important as the workout days, mostly because you need to recover properly. Now, these gym rats will have you believe that these rest days are pretty much not there, or they're not advertised. Like, you don't get these pictures from these gym rats saying, oh yeah, it's rest day, time to get some good recovery and healthy fats and proteins and carbs and whatnot. They don't really put a whole lot of emphasis on it. And so most of the time they're emphasizing the wrong thing, and they're just showing off and contributing nothing. And that's basically what this is all about. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because, you know, if you have at least some level of passion in it, may as well talk about it, am I right? So, in conclusion, because, you know, the people who don't know how to close their argument, they just say in conclusion to give you a very clear audio cue that that's the end of the argument. If they're not trying to encourage you or motivate you to start working out and all that stuff, just ignore them. Giving them attention is exactly what they want. If they are trying to encourage you to start working out, they want to motivate you, you know, maybe they'll post a picture of their being in the gym, and they're starting to work out, you know, maybe they have a short little clip where they're kind of dancing around, kind of moving some weights and all that stuff, and, you know, maybe they're not in shape. You know, that's encouraging, that's motivating, to me personally. Because, you know, seeing some jack dude, you know, just like lifting up a dumbbell and being all like this, you know, and maybe not smiling, taking it very seriously. Working out, one of the best benefits is the mood boost. So I don't see why you wouldn't try to capitalize on that, basically. That's probably one of the best aspects of working out, is the better mood. So yeah, I don't get motivated when I see some jack dude just lifting a weight, getting all serious and being all like, oh yeah, this is so hard. Oh, that doesn't motivate me. What motivates me is someone who may or may not even be in shape, doing it and having a good time. Because that's a much better motivator. You see how happy they are and you want that. So, just a nice little marketing strategy, if you want to call it that, but, you know. Oh, one thing that I like to encourage, I encouraged it in some of my past workout videos, but not so much in the newer ones, and that was not, you know, intentional at all. But basically, if you are actually doing the workouts with me and with my mom or whatnot, I would highly encourage you to either DM me or maybe even email me or something like that, and tell me your progress. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you like the exercise. Because that feedback goes back into making better and better workouts. Because right now, we're just making them harder and harder and harder because we want to improve. We want to push every time we come up with a new routine. So we would love to hear your progress if you are doing these. Or even if not, you know, what's your goal or something like that. Because what we want to do is encourage you. So if you would like some encouragement, comment. Just tell me what you're thinking. Tell me how you feel. And yeah, because I always recommend working out. Because it's definitely helped me in all those areas I mentioned before. And then one last thing I'd like to mention, it is better not to upload your entire life onto the internet. And I mean, that sounds like common sense, but you see people do it all the time. They take a picture of their breakfast, then they take a picture of what they're doing that day, then they take a picture of this, that, and the other. You know, not every picture or video that you do has to be uploaded. I'm uploading this mostly because, you know, I want to encourage working out, right? The videos that I upload are for a reason, but I'm not going to just give you the whole story. I'm not going to, you know, here's my life, open book. But, yeah, hopefully you got something out of this. I don't know. I usually am a bit snarkier, more sarcastic with a lot of these, but, you know, it's good to change things up every once in a while. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.